there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quick Arena. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Cleveland with the ball.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Now here's Thompson. Good on the leaner.
And he's showing us a little bit of everything now, taking a leaner with no one on him.
Cleveland on defense. Parker kicks to Leonard. Back to Parker. This one for three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Parker's got 5 points so far. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Irving. Pass to James. Smith dishes to Thompson. Feeds it to James. Duncan with the block, but they get it back. Irving passes to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and he gets it to go.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
Parker against Love. Parker kicks to Duncan. Back to Parker. He dishes it to Green. Pass to Aldridge. Cannot hit. Good D by Thompson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Irving kicks to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Smith dishes to James. Back to Smith. Irving passes to Love. Shoots it. Passes to LeBron. Smith for three. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game, instead of being the 6th, they would have been the 2nd.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
Now here's Green, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And so here's Cleveland. After the basket by San Antonio. James wide open, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Irving against Parker. Aldridge a screen. They kick it out to Green. Back to Leonard. And Green now, top of the key. Aldridge inside, covered by LeBron. This one for three, and there's Green on the assist by Parker. Green's got 8 points.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Irving drives in. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Clock at 6. Smith dishes to LeBron. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Irving from long range. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
The pass to Love. Kicks to Irving. Smith, the pass to Love. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And stolen by Aldridge. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Love. For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Leonard. San Antonio leading by 6. Three-pointer. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to...
I always try to improve and get better.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk one. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron James is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Down low. And so it's San Antonio with it. 3-point lead. Outside Leonard. Fires the 3. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
LeBron kicks to Frye. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. That's good. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
The Cavaliers trail by 4.
And it's strange to think that last year. All the talk. The media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
6 on the shot clock. Back to LeBron. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Thompson. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now Parker. He's got 5. He kicks it to Aldridge. And he dunks it down.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's Dellavedova. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Parker dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Takes a 3. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. The drive by LeBron. He dishes it to Dellavedova. This season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Irving.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Parker against Mozgov. Now here's Parker. Aldridge up on top. 6 to shoot. And stolen by LeBron. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point. Deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game. And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
And here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jones checked in for Mozgov, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Ron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league, and you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
It's Jones on the wing. Tim Duncan with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 5. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Fry passes to LeBron. Green kicks to Leonard. Whoa!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Green dishes to Aldridge. And stolen by Fry. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Irving attacking. Second shot opportunity. And James with the nice bucket inside. LeBron's got 11 points.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And here is Parker. He's got 5. From past the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. 7 seconds left in the first half. Smith for 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that does it for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it, Ernie. I realized they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half, but that's an excuse. You know what? They got to be aggressive. They got to step up on that D. They got to prevent that. They need more effort, Ernie.
And just a
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One guy who's been getting it done is Danny Green.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
On the court for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point guard. Leonard, the pass to Parker. Back to Leonard. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it, and he has been that leader today. And I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
To the middle, it's tipped. Here's Irving, and he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The Cavaliers trail by 10.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team's. Style of play. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And finished off by LeBron.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Duncan kicks to Parker. For 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And it's Irving missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. On the wing, Irving. James dishes to Smith. It's stolen by Duncan. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated as a scoreboard yet.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Irving. Shot clock at 6. Back to Parker. Launches it. They get the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Irving attacking. Frye with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assist and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 17 points for Tony Parker.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. Frye, good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Double team on Parker. And the wide open shot from Green drains the three-point. Green's got 22 points.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Here's Fry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Irving against Parker. It's stolen by Smith.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Spurs leading by 5. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard kicks to Parker. 5 to shoot. The tray. Leonard, no luck. Cleveland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And he gets it to go.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
One guy who's been getting it done is Danny Green.
He's patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. The game's coming to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
Leonard with the steal. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Cavaliers trail by 3. They've got LeBron James. Irving is out there with Smith. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Love in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
They get the rebound. Here's Aldridge. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. A 3 from Leonard. Good D by James.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
And that one's good. James has got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Green passes to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Just 4 to shoot. Alley-oop try. And the rejection by Love.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Aldridge dishes to Green. Back to Aldridge. There's the triple. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. To the paint. And James throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Green kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And stolen by Irving. Now the dish to LeBron. Oh, wow. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Knocked away. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 12-3 run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Aldridge, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
For three, Smith. And another three for Cleveland.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Parker against Irving. Lets it fly. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's now 23 points for Kyrie Irving. Parker with a clean look. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
Irving attacking. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 17 points here in the second half.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
There's Green with the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Smith with the stuff. Smith's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs. And San Antonio shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Parker against Love. Parker kicks to Leonard. Wide open. And right on target. Good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote. He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
There's Parker with the three. That's good.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Smith wide open. He fires. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them. Slipped right out of their hand.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
James, no good.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Fry. Irving kicks to LeBron. Misses the wing J.